happy moments while working through their grief after a mother of four was shot and killed on Tuesday night.
Now the community is rallying around the family of 32-year-old Courtney Reese.
Picture this. It's a Tuesday night in August 2024, around 9 p.m. in Atlanta. A Ring camera is recording. What it captures in the next 27 seconds will haunt everyone who sees it. A woman is pleading for her life. "Please, I don't," she begs. Then gunfire. Not just one shot. Not two. At least 10 shots ring out at point-blank range. The shooter is wearing all white, almost like they want to be seen, want to be remembered. And here's the thing that makes your blood run cold. The gun jammed at first. But instead of running away, instead of taking that as a sign to stop, the shooter cleared a jam and kept firing, even after she collapsed. Even after there was no fight left in her, they kept shooting. Before we go any further into this absolutely devastating case, if you're interested in true crime stories that dig deep into the psychology behind these tragedies, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to Shadow Crime, and click that bell icon so you never miss a case. Because stories like Courtney's need to be heard. They need to be remembered. Now, let me tell you about Courtney Reese. She was 32 years old, a mother of 4 beautiful kids, 3 daughters aged 13, 9, and 6, and an 11-year-old son. Her family called her Coco. And when I tell you this woman was full of life, I mean it. Her Aunt Lena said Courtney was everyone's hype man, the person who walked into a room and lit it up. She loved to cook, especially party food. You know that friend who always makes sure everyone's having a good time? That was Courtney. She had this infectious smile that made you want to smile back. But here's what really gets me. Just 3 months before Courtney was murdered, her family had already been through hell. Her younger sister, Mur3er Edward McCord, was killed too, shot and killed in May 2024 in DeKalb County. Mur3er was only 29. She was an Army veteran. She just started her dream job as a nurse at Grady Memorial Hospital. For days into her new job, she went to a family gathering, a repast after a funeral, and gunfire erupted from nearby houses. She was just an innocent bystander, gone just like that. Can you imagine? 2 sisters, both taken by gun violence, within 3 months. Their parents, James and Sheba, had to bury 2 daughters in one summer.
So much for joining us. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Tonight, Atlanta police are investigating after a mother was killed this week near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. Now, this is the victim. She's Courtney Reese. Tonight, her family is devastated, and as her family is already dealing with another loss. Her sister, also a victim of gun violence just months ago. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy live from the neighborhood on the city's southeast side where this happened.
And Erica, we're hearing this story. It is absolutely devastating. What are you learning about it?
It is very devastating for everyone who lives over here. You can't see it, but we are standing in front of a barbershop, the Cleveland Avenue barbershop, and the barbers there tell me that this young mom used to bring at least one of her children here to get his hair cut. Now, on Tuesday night, the family of this 32-year-old mother of 4 was forever changed. On Springside Drive, a hooded man gunned down this woman just a quarter of a mile from here.
Recently, it's been so much violence against women. It's like they're just being unprotected.
Atlanta police responded to Springside Drive on Tuesday night just before 9 to find Reese suffering from gunshot wounds. A Ring cam video is now making its way through social media, appearing to show the moment her life was taken. Violence interrupter Dr. Travis Barber says the area where she was killed is no stranger to him.
I know everything about Cleveland, and I lost a cousin over there as well as some friends.
Hearing about Reese's slaying is concerning to Barber.
It's no control over the gun laws. There's no control over the mental health patients. It's everybody's just going around like we're in the Wild Wild West.
Fellow community member Paulette Smith lost her son to gun violence and knows firsthand what this family must be going through.
There's a family that's here that's ripped apart. Kids don't have a mom. So we, as the community, Mothers Against Gang Violence, we are here to wrap around their family.
Now, we did reach out to APD to find out if there are any updates on this case. We have not heard anything from them yet. But what we do know is that the family of this young mother has set up a GoFundMe to raise money for her burial costs. We do have a link to that fundraiser on our website. That's 11alive.com. Reporting from Atlanta, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
So when August 20th rolled around, this family was still grieving, still trying to process losing some Mur3er. And then Courtney's life was taken too. Now, you might be wondering, who would do this? What kind of person executes someone in cold blood like that? His name was Derrick Rankins, 33 years old. Police say he and Courtney had some kind of relationship before this happened, though the exact details are murky. What we do know is that this was domestic violence. The Atlanta police chief, Darren made that crystal clear. This wasn't random. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. This was someone who knew Courtney, someone who had been in her life, deciding that if he couldn't have control, nobody would. Let me paint the full picture of what happened that night. Courtney was in the Glen Rose Heights neighborhood in southeast Atlanta on Springside Drive. According to reports, Rankins followed her home. Think about that terror for a second. You're driving. Maybe you notice the same car behind you. Your heart starts racing. You're hoping you're just being paranoid. But deep down, you know, someone is following you. Courtney tried to run. She made it to a neighbor's house, probably hoping someone would help, that there would be safety in numbers. But Rankins chased her down, and that's when the Ring camera started recording. In that video, you can hear the desperation in her voice. You can hear her begging. The shooter's gun jammed, and for maybe half a second, there was hope. Maybe the universe was giving him a chance to stop, to walk away. But he didn't. He fixed the gun and fired. Again and again and again. Courtney died right there. Her 4 kids lost their mom. And here's what really makes my blood boil. Chief Shearbaum said Rankins had no business having a gun in the first place. So, how did he get one? How did someone dangerous enough to execute a woman in front of a camera manage to be armed? The very next day, August 21st, Atlanta police issued a warrant for Derrick Rankins' arrest for murder. They made it clear to the public that this man was extremely dangerous. And then he vanished. For a whole week, this guy was out there somewhere. Can you imagine being Courtney's family during those 7 days? Knowing your daughter, your sister, your children's mother was gone, and the person who did it was still breathing free air somewhere? But the police weren't sitting idle. The U.S. Marshals Southeast Regional Fugitive Task Force got involved. These are the people who tracked down the most dangerous fugitives in the country. They had one job: find Derrick Rankins and bring him in. And on August 27th, exactly 1 week after he killed Courtney, they tracked him down to a house in Stockbridge in Henry County. It's a neighborhood called Swan Lake Estates. Quiet suburban area. The kind of place where you wouldn't expect a manhunt to end. Now here's where things get even more intense. The task force included an 18-year veteran from the Atlanta Police Department's fugitive unit. These officers knew what they were walking into. They knew Rankins was armed and had already shown he was willing to kill. So they approached that house on Linden Lane carefully, tactically. But Rankins was watching, waiting. The moment officers got close, he opened fire from inside the house. Bullets ripped through the walls. And one of those bullets hit that Atlanta police investigator in his left arm. Think about this officer's family for a second. He went to work that day to bring justice for Courtney, to get a killer off the streets, and he ended up fighting for his own life. Thankfully, his injury wasn't life-threatening, and his fellow officers pulled him out of there fast. He was airlifted to Grady Memorial Hospital, the same hospital where Courtney's sister Mur3er had just started working before she was killed. The same hospital that was supposed to represent hope and healing for that family.
The happy moments while working through their grief after a mother of 4 was shot and killed on Tuesday night.
Now the community is rallying around the family of 32-year-old Courtney Reese. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido joining us live tonight from Atlanta Police Headquarters. And Angelina, you spoke with many of those who knew and loved Courtney.
And this is the very first time that we are hearing from them. Her younger sister tells me that she was vibrant and she always kept a smile on her face. Courtney shot and killed in Atlanta just months after one of her sisters was shot and killed in DeKalb tonight. This family tells me neither one of them deserved to die this way.
She was a vibe, the life of the party.
Her infectious smile is keeping her grieving family's spirit high.
She was everybody's hype man. She was everybody's cook.
Courtney Reese remembered tonight with purple balloons, music, and love.
It's a party. It's a celebration like she would have had any other day.
Lena is Courtney's older sister.
She didn't deserve this. Her kids will miss her, her sisters, her brother, her dad, her mom.
The 32-year-old shot 10 times at this home along Springside Drive, south of Cleveland Avenue, Tuesday night. Flowers are now in the place she took her last breath. In a video too graphic to play, Courtney pleads with someone before shots are fired. That person ran away. No arrests have been made.
Her life was cut short, but the children still are here. They still got to be provided for.
Courtney leaves behind 3 girls, just 13, 9, and 6 years old, and an 11-year-old son.
She was a great mother, and we want them to have everything that we knew that she was going to do for them.
Their life is her legacy.
Courtney was joy. She was love. She was a protector. She was, a provider.
Now, Atlanta police still investigating this case. They really want anybody from the community that has valuable information, saw or heard anything, to submit tips to them. Meanwhile, this family is working to provide for Courtney's kids. They're also trying to plan her funeral. We have a link to how you can help them in this story on our website. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
After Rankins shot that officer, he barricaded himself inside the house. Officers returned fire as they were evacuating their wounded colleague, but Rankins wasn't coming out. For 2 hours, there was a standoff. Police had the house surrounded. The Georgia State Patrol SWAT team was called in. They tried negotiating, but Rankins wasn't talking, so they deployed tear gas into the house, trying to force him out. Still nothing. Finally, SWAT entered the home, clearing it room by room, and when they got to the attic, they found him. Derrick Rankins was dead, a rifle next to his body, at least one gunshot wound visible. Now here's the twist that still leaves questions. Nobody knows for sure how he died. Did one of the officer's bullets hit him during that initial exchange of gunfire? Or did he take his own life up there in that attic? The Georgia Bureau of Investigation looked into it because any time an officer fires their weapon, there has to be an investigation. But to this day, we don't have a definitive answer. What we do know is that Derrick Rankins never had to face a courtroom. He never had to look Courtney's children in the eye. He never had to answer for why he chased down a mother of 4 and executed her while she begged for her life. Courtney's family held a vigil for her. They released purple balloons, played music, and celebrated her life the way she would have wanted, because that's who she was. Someone who brought joy even in darkness. Her family started a GoFundMe to help take care of her 4 kids and cover funeral costs. As of late August, they'd raised about $2,750. That's it, for 4 children who lost their mother to violence. Mayor Andre Dickens called domestic violence a national crisis after this case. He urged everyone to stand up and say no more. But here's what I want you to think about. What makes someone believe they have the right to take another person's life? Rankins knew he was being recorded. He saw that Ring camera. He heard Courtney's pleas. And he still pulled that trigger 10 times. What level of rage, of entitlement, of broken thinking leads to that moment? And here's another question that should haunt all of us. Courtney's family lost 2 sisters in 3 months to gun violence. 2 vibrant women, both with so much life ahead of them, both taken by bullets. How many more families have to bury their daughters, their sisters, their mothers before something changes? If this case affected you, if Courtney's story matters to you, leave a comment below. Share this video. Let's keep her memory alive and keep this conversation about domestic violence going. And don't forget to subscribe to Shadow Crime for more deep dives into cases that need to be told. Hit that notification bell because every story matters. Every victim deserves to be remembered. I'll see you in the next one.